Welcome to the JAMBOX Show, Episode 4, MusicTech. I'm your host, Lee Evans. Let's get it. Welcome to the JAMBOX Show, Episode 4, MusicTech. My name is Lee Evans, and today we're going to keep it simple. JAMBOX Entertainment has been the go-to spot in Chelsea, Manhattan for over 20 years. So, if it involves the growth of your music, give us a call at the number below. We're here to help to take your music to the next level. And remember to tune in here weekly, Sundays at 3 p.m. for our tips, tricks, ideas, interviews, news, and so much more that you can use. Okay, before we go on, I just want to ask you to help out our channel by commenting below, sharing your thoughts, and liking this video. Oh, and I just want to make a little sidebar as well. I'm very excited to tell you that your boy is going to be flying out to Anaheim this week to perform at the Anaheim Convention Center with my band, Brass Construction. This is a band that I've been playing keys with since the early 80s, funk. All right, it's a platinum selling band. We got about 7 albums on Capitol Records and United Artists Records. So you may be familiar with this song playing right now. That's called Moving, or this song. That's called Changing, and we got lots more. So we're coming out of retirement after about 10 years to do this hit. Some things are sounding pretty dicey, I ain't gonna lie to you, but also some things are sounding pretty damn tight. So it's gonna be interesting how this all turns out. Stay tuned. I'm going to demonstrate how I recorded a female vocalist singing a cover song for our professional cover song service called The Gift of Song from beginning to end in 1 hour. And I gotta say, it came out sounding pretty tight. So the parameters are this. I had never met the girl before. I had no clue what she sounded like and if she could even sing. I did not know the cover song that she was doing, and yet I had a total of 60 minutes, 1 hour to put it all together and to have her leaving happy. Here's how I get a quick vocal female in 1 hour's time. So we have a 1 hour session, and here we go. For the sake of this, for the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to be using DP9 by Motu, DP9. I know not many people use it. There might be about 3 or 4 of us left in the entire U.S. population. They use Motu DP. I am absolutely one of it, and I swear by it. I love it, and it's going to be my go-to for this demonstration. The thing with DP is that it's been around the longest. It's been around since the 80s, since computer technology started, and it used to be called Performer, and this was before digital music at all. There was only MIDI. So yeah, that was it, and it used to crash like crazy. I think I lost a good chunk of my life waiting for the computer to reboot after Digital Performer crashed, and the computer took so damn long to restart in those days because processors were so slow. But we thought it was okay. We didn't realize that I was losing like a quarter of my lifetime. But anyways, enough venting on that stuff. I still love you, Digital Performer. They don't crash anymore, and it rocks. We're going to listen to the original of this song, which I had never heard before at that point. So let's take a listen.
I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemy.
Wow, nice voice, very emotional, lots of character, nice
I raise
rap.
a hallelujah.
Nice choir behind it.
Than the unbelief. I raise a hallelujah.
Yeah, this is a big sounding song. It's got the choir, it's got this guy that has like tons of emotion in his voice and character in his voice. So anyways, starting out, what I want to do is listen to the vocalist. I've never met her before. I've never heard her sing, so let's see what she's got. Let's play a little bit of the song, and she's listened to the song, so let's see how she's going to approach it. Here we go.
I raise a hallelujah.
Here's the scratch vocal track right here.
In the presence of my enemy. I raise a hallelujah.
So she sounds nice. What do you guys think? I think she has a nice, smooth, silky voice. Different than the raspiness of the fella in the original track. So we have to change the production idea accordingly.
I raise a hallelujah.
So I'm just going to wait till the drop. We're going to listen until the drop, which is going to be right here. See how she gets this.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm.
Raise this up a little bit.
You're gonna hear my praises roar.
Okay. All right, cool. So we got something to work with, you know. The girl can sing, the vocalist can sing. She has a nice, pleasant sounding voice, very smooth, very silky. So I like it, and we can work with it. So what I decided to do is to, I'm going to go to her actual vocal track now and show you. What I did is, first off, I doubled her vocal track, brought them down in the mix. So this is her scratch over here. I brought them down a little bit. I did a lead, and then I did a double on that lead. So the vocal, the melody is, it's very simple. Okay, it's not a lot of riffs or anything like that. So she didn't have any problem doubling that lead. And then I added some effects on that. So I added a compressor, of course, an EQ, and CLA vocals. So now, just to let you know, my go-to plugins are Renaissance. I love Renaissance compression. I love the Renaissance EQ, the REQ, and I love the CLA vocals. Actually, I used to work back in the day. I used to work quite a lot with Chris Lord Alge and Tom Lord Alge, and I kind of got my mixing style from him. Little sidebar there. But anyways, you know, so we'll compress rather heavily. This doesn't look all that heavy, but you know, we could compress a little heavily, you know, so we could get a little bit of crunch out of the compressor, and then we'll do a little EQ. For the EQ, I'm just going to just duck, you know, I'll just pull out, you know, a little bit of the, you know, lower mids around here, you know, take out some of the muddiness so you got some smooth vocals, and then we got the CLA vocal. So now, without the track, without the instrumental track in there, we're going to listen to what these vocals sound like first single and then doubled. So here we go.
I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemy.
So not bad. So
I raise a hallelujah.
This is the original. Let's see the bypass. Bypass that. Bypass that.
I raise a hallelujah.
And that's what we got. So you can hear a little bit of the thickness on the bottom. It sounds a little bulky to me. So I pull out the EQ.
I raise a hallelujah.
Add a little compression, and then this is the magic right here. This is the studio dust.
To fight for me.
Now we're going to bring it up a bit because the beat kicks in.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm.
Okay. My CLA settings look something like this. I got some really, I always like to put on a nice airy top-end compressor when I'm doing pop music especially. So I'll put like something high, like from 7K and higher. Using another compressor right here, large room, and a quarter note delay to give it a nice big space like the original. And then some thickener right here. So that's really all I'm doing with this. Not too much, you know, not hard to figure out, you know, so that's it. And then on this double, what I did, as opposed to copying all of these tracks, I just added a little bit of EQ to just kind of pull out so I don't have any of that muddiness. And this is what I have together now.
I raise a hallelujah in the presence
if you look at my panning,
of
the panning it's not centered, but it's not panned left and right either. It's just a little panned off, like maybe around 11 and 1 p.m.
Louder than the unbelief, I raise a hallelujah. My weapon
then I added
a
high harmony to it, just to give it, fill up some more space.
I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me.
I didn't double the harmony because we didn't really have time, but I did.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm.
So now with this, with the instrumental,
you're gonna hear
this is
my
what we have.
praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise.
Okay.
Death is defeated.
Let me know what you guys think.
The king is alive.
And here are the other harmony vocals that we added in here. I'm going to unmute everything. And we added another harmony note. So
I raise a hallelujah with everything inside of me. I raise a hallelujah.
all right, so there you have it. I think that these vocals work for her voice. It's nice. It thickens it up, it fills it up a bit, and it still keeps the smoothness and uses her strengths. I always play to the vocalist's strengths, not to the strength of the original song or the original artist, because that might not be the strength of the vocalist that you're working with right now. Play to their strength. Find out what their strength is and get that. She has that nice, smooth sultriness to her vocal, so let's thicken it up and make it sound nice and big and fat and beautiful, and that's what I attempted to do with this. 2 minutes. I just set up an L16, an L316 by Waves. This is a very cool mastering plugin, and it's got a limiter, it's got a compressor, it's got a multi-band over here that you can use. So it's got some really good stuff, dynamic EQ, so it's got some really good stuff that you can work with here, and it'll give you a good sound. And you can also just start out with the presets that are over here as well. And, I like some of the basic mastering, enhance things, and then just kind of go from there and just kind of tweak it down. All right, so that's my quick go-to stuff. So vocal in under 60 minutes, there it is. That was my approach. That's just one approach that you could take. And this will, of course, equate to any DAW program or software program that you use for vocals. I would like to know, there's a lot of you great vocal producers and engineers out there. I would love to know your thoughts and what you're using out there, what software, what your vocal chain is like, what your approach is. So share it with us. It'll definitely help some of the people out that are listening in on this. Share your thoughts, share your ideas. Let us know, what you like, what companies you like. What is your vocal chain going to look like? How do you set them all up? And keep in mind that down the road coming up, I will be doing more videos about my vocal chain and about some of the other plugins that I use, and to get the great, amazing vocals that I feel that I get. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for us for this episode. Thank you all for tuning in, and remember to share your comments below, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be alerted to our future shows. We will be here regularly on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Next week, we'll have JAMBOX Unboxed, where we'll feature industry news, artist reviews, top interviews. There's so much to choose that you can use, so you just can't lose on the JAMBOX Show.